everybody. So today we're gonna do a general reading for the month of May, and ooh, look at what just came, and kind of what you need to know and hear, and just a collective intuitive message. These cards I've pulled for myself. This I consider readings for the reader and for the collective. What does everyone need to hear? What do the people who find this video need to hear? Two cards already have come up. I've cleansed the decks of my energy and put it towards this collective reading. The first card that has already come and did not want to go away is the You Are Good Enough. That is from the Moon Oracle deck, which this is the only card I'm going to pull from today. It's the full moon in Virgo. Thinking about the eclipse that just happened, the moon cycles, the new moons that we're on, this is the message I feel like you need to walk away with, and or have held. This is a message you are learning and need to continue to learn. And just a little reminder here, something you've already learned, or your unconscious has already learned, your subconscious, but something you need to continue to remember. And the other one is from the Forest Fae deck. I will pull a few more cards from there, and that's the Mandrake Spirit, which reminds us to keep ourselves rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Dream deep. Don't get rid of your dreams. Don't shove them away. Reground yourself into who you were a few months ago and what you wanted. And you'll see that this was the achievable. You'll see that, oh, this is what I wanted. It was not realistic to think you can heal completely in 2 months or go from these darker places to this crazy place. For example, I was in the hospital for various PTSD and SI and things like that, and wow, I did not think that I would not be so affected by my nightmares as now I am today. I see them, I acknowledge them, I see that they're there, I look for the signs of where I need to learn, but they're not debilitating like they were a few months ago. That's where I wanted to be, and whoa, I'm there, right? I'm ready to make the next step. You're not behind, you're not ahead, you're right where you need to be. You're right where you need to be. So with that, I was feeling pulling some other cards originally, but I think we're gonna pull from the Forest Fae deck, which I think is just a beautiful deck. Spirit, what messages can the collective hear? What do they need to hear? It's the whoa, wowza. The same thing coming out. The green fae speak to you. Let them guide you to safety. The groundedness, going outside. Look, it's all green. You have the green from You Are Good Enough, the green in the spring and the crown of this Mandrake Spirit, the green of the Green Maid Spirit. And green for us is a healing color. It's growth. It's, wow, realizing where you've come, where you're going to, that you are on a bigger picture of life. It's not just what's happening right now. It's not just what's happening yesterday. It's, oh wow, I have this life to live, and these are the messages, and these are the times, and this is living. This is how you learn and how you grow. Strange journeys. Take control of your quest. Choose your companions wisely. Who is calling to you? Who speaks to you? If you're lucky enough, you'll hear their names. The silent one. Watch the shifting shadows and be a caretaker of silence. Be in peace, be in silence with yourself, with those around you, with those that you're calling in. Be at peace, and it's okay to not be actively speaking to somebody all the time that you love. Maybe because you're working on yourself, maybe you need a little bit of space to reground yourself in the power of you. Where do you need to be? Keep going, babies. Ooh, babes, keep going. Trust in yourself. You have all you need. Look at you go. You're just like things are falling. You're like, okay, whatever. We're moving on. Like, I acknowledge them. They're a part of me. But like, the flowers will grow soon. Like, you are wonderful, and you are powerful, and you're creative, and Spirit loves you. You're who you're meant to be, and where you're meant to be, whether that's a ball of anxiety, whether that's a depressed, whether that's stuck in trauma bonds, whether that's stuck in a cycle that you don't want to be in. Acknowledge where you are, find where you are, envision that part of that bigger goal, bigger spirit of where you're going. And all the seeds you've planted are ready to get to here. All the seeds you're going to plant here to get even further. You have to make the baby steps, because the baby steps lead to that big growth. If you take a big jump, you're going to fall and be tired and dehydrated and sick. But if you take those baby steps and you pause and sit with where you are, you will realize, holy moly cow, you have done it. You are making the growth. You're making the gains. You're doing a wonderful job. The fairies are really loving this today. We have the Fairy Wisdom Oracle deck, and there's already been 2 cards. I wanted to be tucked away to show the cover. This is the cover of the Fairy Wisdom book, and there's 2 cards that are already coming out and have already been placed, which is the Tattoo Fairy, which I'm just going to read some of the things to bring in who we need to channel as we pull some Fairy Oracle cards, and then finish with some tarot. We're going to do it in an interesting way today. Get some motivation, get some peace, get some grounding before you get kind of the messages and the next steps of where we need to go, right? Through the golden light of the realm, I see my true self in all my perfection. I see the perfection of others, and I honor their right to be just as they are. So be it. Just as you are perfect. Just as you are doing the right thing. Just as you are on the right path. Wherever that path is, wherever that path is going, wherever that path is twisting and turning and changing, wherever that path is settled, wherever that path is anxious or confused or curious, know that that is all part of the path. That is part of the growing. Unlabel yourself. Take yourself away from the labels and see where you want to walk towards. See where you're headed. See where you're going. I see just like frolicking outside, like twirling and smiling and being happy in like a field of flowers. Spot the flowers on the side of the road and go towards them. See who the flowers are. Find your flowers. The second message that's come through is the air element. Being light and with the change and with your spirit. Oh, ever powerful wind. Oh, ever powerful mind and wind. Interesting the way my subconscious changed that to wind. Oh, so I'm going to add 2 sentences. Oh, ever powerful mind. Oh, ever powerful wind. Embrace me in your rolling midst. Whisper the ancient words of magic in my ears. My ears are tickling. That I may harness your strength and power. In your billowing arms, you bring me my good. So be it. Make a pinwheel today. Do a craft. some love, do some art. Spirits, earth spirits, air spirits, water and fire. What messages does the collective need to hear today? Nightlight and bubble rider. Nightlight is showing, I mean, you're curled up in this fetal position. You've done the next baby step. You're doing the next baby step. You're doing the damn thing. You're coming through, and you're cocooning yourself. You're wrapped in a warm blanket, maybe drinking some tea and watching a movie, allowing yourself to rest and be, allowing yourself to feel the joy, to have a couple spotlights on you as you rest, to have a couple spotlights and light shining. You see the light, you see that this is part of the light. There is no light without the shadow, without the dark, without the calm and peace and quiet. We have the bubble rider here. That's 36 and 48. That's an interval of 12. I really feel like that's very purposeful that it's 12. Not only that it's an even number, it's calm, it's repetitive, do-do, 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 but it's also just past 10. And we break it down, that's 3, and that's kind of where you are. It's like, oh, you've done your full moment, you've just gotten past, and you've realized what needs to happen, and you're doing it, and you found both this nightlight of rest and calm, but also this bubble rider of finding your dreams. The frogs with the wings on the bubble is there, like you have dreams, do, do, do. Where they are, these are your seeds. Allow your seeds to come from your dreams. Allow your dreams to go into the bubbles of the joy and the creativity and the fun in your inner child, and let them be free. Eventually the frogs, fairies will bump up and it will be beautiful, and it will be wonderful, and your seeds will have sprouts, your bubbles will have popped. It will have happened. You are joy. You are a wonder Mirabelle. I'm hearing do 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 do, dos oruguitas, cocooned and waiting, each in their own world, anticipating what happens after. Da 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 da, and so afraid of change in a world that never stops changing. There is an ad on my computer. I'm gonna let you sit with these messages as oh, it's going. I'm sorry for the pause in your meditation. Hopefully that will allow your brain to check into this life and where you need to be, of allowing your brain to feel the burr, and then move your body a little bit, do some wiggles, allow yourself to check back in. Now, I don't recommend working with the fairies if you're not used to them. We do work with the fairies. We are a DID system with fairy altars, so we have a deep connection to the fae, and we work with them, and we channel their messages in wonder and in light, and I bring them forward to you here. And when it is time, appreciate the messages that they have expressed, and then allow them to be. Don't go seeking them, they will seek you if you are called to do so. Be careful, be wise, be smart, but be gentle and kind and loving. The fae, they have this message, and believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe that your intuition is correct. I need to make sure this lens is focused. Be true to yourself, be calm and patient with yourself, and believe that there is magic, believe that there is love, believe that the person, the people, the what, the whom, the love that you have felt is for you. It's here for you. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can trust your intuition, and just be positive, and not in a toxic positivity all the time, but be positive about yourself. What amazing gifts do you have? What power do you harness? You have the pedestal. What have you been putting on a pedestal where you need to take a step back and really see if they're right for you? I'm really hearing like if they are the right person, if the choices you're making are the right ones. I told you sometimes it's gentle, and then it gets a little harsh. I feel like you've put something or someone on a pedestal so high where you can't take them down. My like neck hurts. It's like you're turning so much towards it that perhaps you cannot see that the joy will be from moving on from that. The joy will be in the wonderful lessons you've made and you've learned with this person, with these people, with this thing, whatever this is that your intuition is having in mind. What name do you hear? What do you feel? What do you hear? I mean, I'm not going to share whomst or what I personally am feeling, but I hear a name, you know, and you feel it in your bones. And I'm feeling really entrapped here and very vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable place for you and for everyone and them to be in, where you speak your truth and you feel your truth and you unbind yourself. But once you do, you will be free. And look at the colors of these wings. These fairies, they relate to each other. You have, oh, it's so interesting. Look, you have these two messages coming together with believe in nightlight. You have the blues and purples of just trusting and being and sleeping and doing. And you have, oh, it's so balanced. It's so equal. There needs to be some more cards on this side. I feel it coming through. What do we have? When fairies go bad, but I feel like it's not really going bad. It's going good. It's being okay with making a harsh choice. It's being okay with stepping away. It's being okay with being a bad, you know, partner or a bad, like, monetarily something, like a bad daughter, but you're not. That's what they want you to believe, right? They being whomever this is, whatever the universe or society, like, universe will guide you towards your path with your body, with signs, with the way your eyes feel comfortable, the way your heart feels comfortable, where you can be safe and vulnerable and feel at peace with what you're doing, being at peace with the anxiety, the depression, being at peace with the knowing that this too shall pass, the wave. Like right now, you're like laying at the shore. You're laying at the shore in the sand, but barely so. And the sun is beating down and you're resting. You're taking your nightlight. You're healing yourself. You're being okay with the now of it not being perfect, right? Or it is perfect. It's right where it needs to be, but not being like completed. You know that there's going to be more to come. So you're excited to get to that come because it's exciting and you're excited to do all these things, but taking your break at the shore is important. You've just done all that swimming. Heal yourself and be yourself and find yourself. And there was this little fairy crawling around the floor. Or like, and then let your bubbles pop. Because they're in seeds right now. They'll pop when it's time. You still need to unbind. And when you're unbound, you'll be free to move forward. Yeah, the flirt. And that literally pulls in. It's like the red from here and the blue from here, the flirt. Do your peace, do your healing, do your freedom, and then ground into flirtation, into lust, into safety, and what is it? It's flirting with life. It's flirting with a profession, flirting with an idea, flirting with a person, flirting with people, flirting with you, flirting just in a way of like, I feel good about myself. I feel good about this connection, this thing that I'm drawn towards. And allowing yourself to feel good, because that's okay. The cards just fell. We have the brat too. You have like fairies go bad. You have fairies go bad and the brat kind of together in this pedestal. This is like that shadow side of, oh well, it's just gonna come to me, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. It's just gonna come. And maybe you've done something about it and it's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little baby step, but feeling really bad about yourself about it. Like, I'm feeling really judgmental energy. Look at the way that it's like kind of connecting. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is like here and this is here. It's like, check your attitude towards your shadows. Check your attitude towards the way things are manifesting. Check your attitude towards yourself. Check your attitude toward letting things go or feeling like you need to let things go but then aren't willing to do the work or aren't willing to make the baby step or are scared. Again, that's all part of the baby steps too. You have to have this brat moment. You have to have the attitude check. You have to like allow yourself to feel like a little up in the air of just like, it's all good, like I'm happy, but then ground yourself and check yourself in the sense that like you don't want someone else to not feel grounded and to be like, like you want something to just be like, check yourself a little bit. Find like, what do you want before you enter this period? What do you want before you make this big change? And I feel like that's going to feel wild to you, of like taking the time and space of being like, this is exactly what I want out of myself and out of another situation, another person, another thing, a noun, if you will. Like, check what you want, where you want yourself to be before said noun, and allow yourself to be in that, and allow yourself to plant those ideas with those seeds, and allow yourself to unwind. And it's gonna feel wild. You're gonna like wrap yourself and just like allow yourself to be dirty and allow yourself to be not where you feel gross, and you're gonna do your self-care and it's gonna feel wonderful. You're gonna, take that shower and be at peace. And I just see so much peace in this. Like, I feel so strongly that like you have to do something quote unquote bad. It's not bad. It might hurt feelings. It might feel bad. It might feel sad, but know that sad, bad feeling is part of the cycle too, and that it needs to happen in order to get this healing and to move on into what you want, to move on to those dreams. Unpedestal yourself. Let yourself be still and calm. Let yourself rest. Unlabel. And then allow yourself to flirt and to feel good and to dress up and to make yourself feel good, because that's important too. It's important too. Here's a lion. Allow yourself. Paint your poppies, light your candles, check your mental health. Check that you're in good health to take care of someone else. You're in good health and you take care of yourself first, because you are good enough. In time it will come, and it will feel even greater than if it came now. Root yourself. Both nouns, you and the person, place, thing, or idea, the nouns, you and the nouns will happen. I just feel like it's gonna happen. And if it happens now, it might not happen as safely, as rooted, as grounded, as easy as it will be if you can take the time now. Seek inspiration in twilight wanderings. There's magic in beginning, so start something new. Go to the woods, moss, mud, and magic. It's so interesting that all three of these are coming out as our final messages here today. The Numina, seek inspiration in twilight wanderings. Go on a damn moonwalk. I love a moonwalk. We go outside with our blankie and a stuffed friend and maybe just something to calm yourself, a beverage, tea, wine, something else, whatever grounds you, whatever makes you feel calm and at peace. And within the magic, start something new, start journaling, start writing. But it's like these are balanced messages. It feels like it's like this way. That feels so strong. Go to the woods, moss, mud, and magic. Go explore your natural habitat. Go explore where you live, your house, your backyard, your front yard, if you have, your apartment building, your shelter, your people, your community. Explore them. Find the magic. Find where your heart feels the magic, where your body feels the magic. And then when you feel that magic, you start that something new, because there's even more magic in new beginnings and starting and charting and I don't know why charting and doing and woo, baby. I've got the magic in me. I've got the magic in me. But the pitch perfect version. Every time we touch, I'll hear the to gold. And every time it knows that pick a verse. Any verse, I'll hypnotize you with your mind. I need a volunteer. How about you with the eyes? Ooh, eyes. I'm feeling like eyes are a big connection. Like there's something like eyes are uncomfortable. Usually like eye contact, but like their eyes are safe. Like the eyes are safe. Whether it's eyes into your, like whatever eyes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna keep these cards out. I'm gonna keep no, we're going. I'm gonna put the cards away. I like to shuffle just a few more times. At the bottom here, find the secrets in the brambles, the Mandragora mother. Mandragora. There was another Harry Potter related term, mandrake. We have Mandragora and Mandrake. I wonder if Harry Potter or magic or like there's something about those movies. Potentially the books as well, but like I see it. I see the movies happening. Mandrake. Oh, Mandragora. Watch the second one. The green face speak to you. Let them guide you to safety. I'm sticking with this green message, baby. Look at my jacket. It's green. My nails are green. Like, green is a wonderful healing color. Most of my house is green. Let the green face speak to you. Let them guide you to safety, because you are good enough. Your intuition is good enough. Your thoughts are good enough. Your anxiety is good enough. Your stressors, your joys, everything. You are good enough. You are a magical creature in a body cavity, if that's the way you need to see it. Allow yourself to be awesome. And with that, I wish you a farewell. Adios.